Hey, what's up? This is your girl Kwamia, but for those that do not know how to pronounce my name, you can call me Q Kwa or either the Queen. Yes, I am back for episode 2, season 5. Yes, I told you girls coming back, and I'm back. Here I am. Yes, and not only that, but I got 2 amazing queens in the building with me along with this new amazing season. Listen, we got Jessica Rabbit. And we also got Reka Davis. Of course, you guys know who I am. I'm the founder, the CEO, the creator, and most of the team. So you guys tell the people who you are. Let the PTWTT family know who you guys are. Because they're like, who is these amazing beauties on the street? You want to go first?
Reka, go ahead. You are the where you are. Where are you at?
Go ahead, Jessica Rabbit.
I am Jessica Rabbit. I'm from Jersey. I'm also the co-host of Soul Healer Podcast with my girl Reka Davis.
Okay, Reka.
I am Reka Davis. I'm the self-proclaimed soul healer, owner of Angels of the Soul LLC, host of Soul Healer Podcast, Reiki master, mother, wife, all of that good stuff.
Gotcha. Yes, come through with all that good stuff. Absolutely. So tonight's topic, or whatever your time zone is for my PCWTT family, we're talking about basically the sex you deserve. We're hitting 3 bullet points with the sex you deserve, meaning not only the sex you deserve, but also, is your partner responsible for your climax? Do let me know. Not along with that, but also, do we orgasm every time we have sex? And if we don't, why aren't we? So let's hit those bullet points. So the first bullet point we're going to hit is basically the sex you deserve. When I state that topic to you ladies, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear come out my mouth say the sex you deserve?
Well, first for me, I would think I feel it all over. I feel the tingles. I feel the warm sensation. I feel like the little sweatiness. And when I'm done, it's like, make that ass sleep. And I'm asleep.
I know that's right. Yes. And what about you, Jessica?
I'm feeling when it's done, you're just laying there like, oh yeah, that was good. Like I'm satisfied, and came a couple good 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It's like we go into porn star mode. You just,
Period.
Yes.
So when I definitely hear that, when I created this episode, I was thinking of the sex that you deserve as a woman, and I don't want to leave men out too. But I was thinking of as it being every experience you're having an orgasm or a climax. You are basically like Reka said, the sweating, the heat, the sheets being wet. Just basically like you say, Jessica, with we making this a porno. This is it. And that's basically what I get from. So going too deep into this topic, do you guys think your partner is responsible for your orgasm?
No.
Really? So where the hell are you getting it from then?
Myself. I'm in control of it. Exactly. Like
y'all is really surprising the shit out of me.
I'm sorry.
Y'all really surprising the shit out of me. Listen, you go cook on. Y'all gotta tell me some more of that, because I'm like, I really think that your partner is responsible for your orgasm.
No.
And why I say that is because, for one, I'm having sex with him, right? So regardless of having sex with him, I'm not having sex with myself, even though at times I do have intimate moments by myself. So I'm responsible for that. But if I'm with one of my partners, I feel like he's responsible for it, because we are together in this. We're in this intimate setting. We are creating this experience in this energy, this orgasmic energy, that he is responsible, because his tool is going into my shed. So he is responsible to sit there and make sure he hitting the right spots, the right areas. He pay attention to my body, my facial expressions, my moans, my sounds, because the body do give off a communication. So I feel like he's responsible for that. I'm not responsible for that. When the hell did he sit in here?
So I'll be honest, I felt that way for a long time. I thought it was the other person's responsibility until I heard another podcast. My sister-in-law has a podcast, and she had a sex therapist on her podcast.
Okay.
And she's put a snippet of it on Instagram or something where they said it's not your partner's responsibility to make you come. You have to know how to make yourself come so that way you can teach the other person how to do it. Because you can lay a certain way and you feel it differently. And you know, oh, yeah, that's the spot. He might not know that. He only knows by your body reaction or response, whether the water flows just a little deeper. You have to teach the person, because even me not masturbating at a young age, I didn't really know how to do it. And I was like, I'm not doing that because I don't feel nothing. But I didn't know exactly what area, whether I liked a little bit of pressure, a lot of pressure, whether I needed a finger at the same time. Like, I didn't know that at first.
Yeah.
So I had to get to know my body, and then had this, I'm like, okay, yeah, like that. Keep my leg wrapped this way, or throw me to the side and then go deep. So I had to tell him.
Yeah. And I understand it. I definitely get that, and I understand the communication part of it. And absolutely, I'm a huge communicating with my partner what it is that I want, what it is I need and desire when it comes to the matters of the bed. But I feel like once he knows that information, it's your responsibility to make sure I get there every time. Period. Because at the point, like, okay, like the sideways, the leg up, the virtual, like the different body ways, we already tried all these things. So now it's your responsibility to make sure you get me there all the time, because you know the roadmap. You know these things already. You already know how my body reacts to whatever way, shape, or form. Unless we decide we're going to try something new and we try it, I'm like, nope, that's not it. But to me, wholeheartedly, I feel like it's just his personality.
But sometimes you can like not be in the mood, and it's just not hitting all the right spots, and you're just like, yeah, this ain't kicking it right down.
See, I don't understand that language. I really don't. I don't understand that language. Like I hear these things of my friends and my peoples and my ladies and my sisters talking to me, but I'm like, what are you talking about? Because like even somebody was saying, when you're tired, you just want them to get it over with. I say, listen. If I'm tired, eventually he will wake me up. I'm just saying, like, it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing, because my mom told me when you get at a certain age, women start to really, their sexual drive and peak get really high. My sexual peak was already high at the age of a young age. So I can just imagine me getting, now I'm 41, and when I get to, they say 50, 60, woo! So let's imagine when I get into that area, I was already high. I'm gonna be doing.
I'm still waiting for that moment where I'm like, I want it as much as he does.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's past experiences has made me not, but because my husband said that, he was like, you're supposed to be now. You're supposed to be like, ooh, gimme, and you're not. I'm like, maybe something's wrong with me. I don't know. I mean, you want it, I'll give it to you. I do have times, but I don't know. Maybe it's just, and it's not like we don't have a good connection, because we do.
It is.
But I just don't, it's not, his is higher than mine.
Yeah. Got you. But you guys are the two separate, additional from the three, two additional women that I heard of my friends who said, Q, I'm trying to wait for that moment that you're talking about, because I'm asking myself, what's wrong with my body? When I'm going to get there? What's going on? What's happening? And while I'm sitting here saying that the desert ain't dry, all my friends are saying, girl, what you talking about? Like, I'm waiting to get there. So I'm trying to see, like, is it a moment in time where you guys will eventually get there? Like, is this something that you guys have to probably ask your doctor about, talk to your doctor about?
I guess because, I never because the water flows and I do have orgasms, so it's not like I have an issue with it. It's just me being in the mood, or I don't know, maybe because my kids are still young, or I don't know.
It could be.
I'm maybe a little tired.
It could be that too. It could be. That could be one of the reasons too. So what about you, Reka?
Yeah, for me, I've done all of the above that you said. I've gone to the doctor. I'm like, do you need to check my testosterone level or whatever? Like something's going on. But I also used to drink to get in the mood. And I was looking for that feeling or sensation. And I'm like, what's going on? At first, I thought I needed to kiss to feel it. And then I'm like, well, it don't do what this ain't what tequila do. Like, but then I started using a vibrator. So I'm like, did I mess up the nerves? Like, what's going on? Am I tired? Am I high? Am I this? I'll start looking for different things. And my husband's probably like, yo, I don't know what else to try. I'm like, I don't want to watch porn. It's so fake. Oh, it's this.
Yeah, I don't. I'm be my own damn porno because that's the shit they got today.
But I've also had a hysterectomy.
Oh,
so I'm going through premenopausal stuff. But I mean, it don't stay dry down there. I mean, we gotta lose that. Getting me started is the thing. Like,
got you.
I just gotta get there. But we have amazing time to do it.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
that's what she said. I gotta get there.
Yeah, I think that's my issue too, because they say I'm perimenopause. I got my period really early. I was about 9, 10. So I started way before I was having sex. So I guess the time where I probably was really heightened, I really wasn't there because I wasn't doing anything. So by the time we get to now, because I'll be 40, I guess it's not, I mean, maybe it'll show up one day. I don't know, but they're like, as long as everything, you're willing to, it's not uncomfortable, you should be fine. But I do have my moments. Like, Marcus, I have no penis on. He's like, oh my God. Like sometimes it's like, we're here to rest.
Listen, I get it. Because I have a friend who actually, she was basically told by her doctor that she had to have a hysterectomy, and she was like, I don't want to do that because she feel like her lady parts are being taken out. And I definitely know it's definitely a life-changing situation. But she definitely came together with the alignment of the universe, and she decides she's going to have it because her doctor was telling her, like, the chances of her not having it, the complications that's going to happen. So I definitely, I get that. But like you said, it's not the fact of in the moment, it's just of getting there. So what do you do to end up getting there?
I guess foreplay.
Gotcha.
I told him, I said, I'm not young no more. I said, this 89 Civic, you gotta, yeah, buddy, yeah. You can't just jump in this car and go, buddy. You gotta do.
The 89 Civic, I cannot. So in regards to the sex that you deserve, do you guys, because like you guys already told me basically it's times when you're tired, you feel like it's not always full out. Me, I'm sorry, I have to have the full experience. I really do. Like, I feel like, okay, I'm not going to say, like, I do like the little quickies and stuff from time to time. I do. But I like the long experience. I really do. Because I feel like it fills my cup up and I'm good for at least 2, maybe 3 weeks. Shit.
Get somebody else to do it.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one. My husband was like, you don't like it long. I mean, even when I was younger, I didn't like it long. I used to hate the henny dick. Please don't give me the henny dick.
We had to let the dick. Oh
my God. No, it would go on forever and ever. I'm like, yo, I found up now. I done did everything I could do. Can you hurry up?
You're sore. And then you're aching and gotta soak in some water. And it's like, it's too much.
Not the soak in the water.
You gotta like get out of the sit, man.
Rob,
I was like, they put a washcloth on it for a little bit, like, damn, robbing it.
Listen, let me find out, Reka.
Well, we're being, you know, boom, 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 yeah, you know, and sometimes it'll last a little bit longer, but, you know, I'm not one to, you know, go, and now maybe it's thinking the kid's going to pop in or something, you know.
Why the door ain't locked?
The door is locked, but, you know, my kids are bang. Bam, 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 like the cops are like, what do you want? Oh, nothing. What are you doing?
I remember my son used to do that, and I'm probably about to be deemed as a bad mother, but when he used to do that, I used to ignore the bang. I'm sorry. I really, because first of all, you know you about to get in there with your man, right? So you already know you're setting your child up, making sure they got everything they need, making sure they good, everything is aligned. And it's like, soon as the door closes, as soon as like for some reason they can feel when you are in it, mommy. And me, I used to ignore the shit out of that. I really. And my stepfather used to be at the time when I was with him. He used to be like, so we just going to ignore. I'm like, if you stop, it will be your last time.
I think my husband tries to make more noise on purpose because I'll grab the headboard so it can stop banging and he'll like and out the way. And I remember one day my son was like, were you? And then he looked at me weird. He was like, and then he banged on the table like this. I was like, were you minding my business? I'm grown. Stop listening.
Yo, that is funny. So yeah. But I think sometimes the men, they like to hear the noise. They feel like it's like the champion. They know they doing something, like they making stuff rock and shake. So in regards to that, as you guys stated, and I stated, I feel like my partner is responsible for my orgasm. You guys stated that it's your own. So when it comes to your partner coming or orgasm, in regards to that, do you guys, how can I put this? Do you guys basically feel like it's his job as well for him to come, or do you feel like, hey, I'm about to ride this a little extra to make sure he gets there?
Yeah, I mean, I would do that. There's sometimes I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure, you know, he does it double. Like yeah, like yeah. And I feel satisfied. But you know what? My husband said that he goes, you have a male, like, persona at times. You have a pride. You have a pride of a man. So, and I like, you ain't come hard, did you? As you get offended by that. Damn. So he goes, he's like, I don't understand what your pride is, but he goes, you know, you get a little offended when like, that wasn't hard. I'm like, what's going on? Everything all right?
Yeah. I like when my guys make the sound, because when you start though, and it's so funny because me and my son, we talk about a lot of things, because I raised up with my family and my mom was open. So I remember me and my son having a conversation, and we was in the kitchen, and I was just saying, I was like, yeah, it's just whack when guys just quiet and they don't say nothing during the act. My son looked at me like, what do you mean? He was like, sometimes we just don't want to say nothing. I said, what? What? I think that's funny to me. I feel like, let me know that it's you good. Like, it's good. The same way you want us to know that it's good. So it's like, how you guys feel about, do you want your partner to actually make the sound so you can get that, you know, confirmation that you're doing it right and that it's good?
I do.
I'm fine during the act, but I don't need confirmation at the end, because half the time I'm just like, you good? Like, okay, I'm done. Or if I'm all beat up and I'm just like, yo, I'm tapping out. I'm sorry. I'll grab the toy, I'll pinch a nipple, whatever you need me to do. But the sounds, they're okay. But then I don't want to say annoyed by it. Be like, okay, just quiet. It could be some words like talk dirty to me type thing.
Yeah.
And the noises, that's gonna annoy me.
Not too many noises. I think a mixture. I'm a mixture. Give me some sounds with some dirty wordplay or talk type thing. And now Jessica said something about when you made a statement, because I'm gonna tell you what came to my mind. When you say your husband said that you are more like the control, like you don't. It sounds, so do you think you a dom or you a sub? Because it sounds like to me you a dom.
I guess I flip it at times.
So you'll switch.
I switch up. I know when I need to be submissive and I know when I need to be dominant. Because I remember one time he was like, no, you ain't gonna make me come. And then he flipped me like, you ain't gonna have control of this. Like, I never had a girl. He was like, I never had a girl make me come while she was riding me. I was like, oh, really? So I took that as a mission.
Yeah.
So when it was about to happen, he's like, nah, you ain't gonna take control. And then like, oh, you're not gonna let me have control?
Yeah, it sounds like you definitely is, yeah. And me, I'm a switch. Because one moment I could be a very dominant. And I like for him to call me madam. And I do like the gadgets of the whole dominatrix, the gag ball, tying you up, the ropes, the wires, all that stuff. And then it's one moment I like him to switch it up and I'm calling him sir. So we get into the whole role play. One of my partners do. But the other one, I'm more submissive, and so I'm not a switch with him. I'm more 100% submissive, so all the way. So what about you, Reka?
I'm definitely a switch. I like to role play. I might play a song and then do this whole thing, and then he likes when I tell him what to do. But then he likes to switch too. Like, all right, you ain't going to be doing all this to me. Nah. Or if I move too much, he'd be like, okay, I'm going to make your ass stop. But then I have my times where I'm a pillow princess. And I just want to lay there.
She good.
Okay, I just lay there and be like, go ahead, do what you want to do.
You're honored to just be laying here with me. So,
but when that 50 Shades of Grey hit, it was, yes, Mr. Davis, or yes, Davis, or like, what do you want me to do? And we would get the toys, we'd have the dice or a feather. My husband found some little games that we play sometime online where it's like pink and blue, and then you push this, and one person has to do this for 15 seconds, another person.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
By the time we do that, I'm like, can we be done? Like, I'm over this. Let's just do it. Like, we're delaying the process. Let's just get the lube.
That's right, because that's probably part of the intimacy to him. He's working up to the act. You know, it's because normally that's what those games are normally for. It's part of the intimacy. So, and then it's always one part, because like even my first partner, he was like, we about to really play this game. I'm like, yes, because I want to play.
And I have a ton of games. I even have a little sex Jenga game that we haven't broken open yet, because I'm just like, some of the stuff that popped up on there, I was like, maybe I need to write my own stuff on here, because this, like, some of it ain't even spelled right. So
now I have the dice. I love the dice. The dice comes with the different positions. So we end up basically we roll the dice and try to see three different times we roll the dice, and out of the three that comes up, we end up doing those be the three positions that we do that night. Just to, keep it spicy, keep it different and whatever. Or he'd just come up off the top of the wall shit, and he'd be talking about, oh, we gonna try this. Or either I seen something, or either some shit on TV or a movie, and I want to try it. And that's how I am. I'm very spontaneous and adventurous. I try anything for the first time. So to say if I like it or don't like it, I don't just come out and say, nah, I don't like that. Nah, let me try to see if I like it first.
Yeah, me too. We done purchased the swing for the back of the door. We tried it a few times, and I was just like, this is cutting into my legs. So I tried it. So my husband's open to trying things. He'll find things for us to experiment with. He'll even purchase little outfits and just send it through Amazon. And I'm like, oh, okay, you want a school teacher? Oh, okay, you want a uniform? Okay, you want the nurse outfit? And he'll even purchase himself something too, because he knows, like, I don't want to do this by myself. So he'd be like, I'm like, oh, 30 Let me just
I know that's right. Yes. And I heard you say role play, and that's something that I feel like a lot of people should end up implementing it. Because I'm going to tell you what my grandmother used to tell me. She's like, listen, when you marry, or even if marriage not for everybody, and you may have a long-term partner, you have to be everything to that man. You better be his hoe, his shriek, his slut. You better have green, yellow, purple, blonde, whatever color he wants today. You better have it. Because if not, because men are visual creatures, and out of that, they start wondering, even though they may not go out, but they'll start looking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be everything in the book to you, so you won't even have that wondering eye, because you'll be like, oh, my wife, she was that yesterday.
Yeah. And people that know me, they know I change my look all the time. So the feisty look is blonde. Her name is Priscilla.
Okay.
So usually when I have the blonde hair, I'm always wearing the red lips and stuff hanging off the shoulder and stuff. I try to implement it in all of my hairstyles and, personalities. But yeah, Priscilla is the bad one. She's the one that will have the membership to the swingers club and all of these extra little stuff and be like, hey, what's up with that girl from high school that,
Yeah, you better come through. And talk about alter ego, because that was, listen, this is alignment. I was just about to ask, like, what is your alter? So Priscilla is your only alter ego that you have?
Yeah, pretty much. That's the main one. I know exactly when she's coming out.
Okay, Priscilla. And what about you, Jessica? What's your alter ego?
Jessica Rabbit. That's why I got the red hair. And if I can get it all the way down to my butt crack, I will. He likes the red hair. He likes the stripper look. So I will put that whole persona out there for him, and that's what he likes. The outfits he comes home with to wear on the street. I'm like, am I supposed to? Yeah, I like this. Go ahead. You put it on. I don't care. I'm like, but I am a wife and a mother. Please. I'm like,
listen, he said, you my wife first, honey. Like, you give it to me.
It's like, I don't care. You put this on, you look cute, So I do that for him. He wants that. I do it. I wear the red hair. I had blonde for a while, and then he was like, go red. I was like, all right, I'll go red. Then he was like, he wanted me to go like purple. I'm like, I can't. Because I'm too old now to try to strip my hair. I said, it might come out and might not come back. But I said, but you know what? I'll get you a wig. We'll find that purple wig. We'll find the wig that you want. I said, mine. So I will meet him there.
I know that's right, hubby. I know. Yes, applaud to you. So in regards to also that, basically, I want you guys to tell us about your show, your podcast, what you guys, got coming up, what you guys got going on. So tell us about the show first. So I know that it's called the Soul Healer Podcast, correct?
Yes.
So that is the Soul Healer Podcast.
Soul Healer Podcast is a platform where we discuss spirituality, we discuss religion, we talk about topics like sexual assault. We may go from numerology. So it's different things. Because with me being a soul healer, I like to dig deep and tap into the different aspects of the soul, learning different lessons, having different experiences while we're here on this journey. And then like coming in contact with Soul Tribe. I feel you guys are part of my tribe, and our lives attract our tribe. So I like to talk about things that are dear to me. And then Jessica Rabbit, she has been my new co-host. So I started off by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, we met on Twitter. Oh, not Twitter, TikTok.
Okay.
TikTok, and we clicked instantly. And just by us being on this morning show together and just communicating with each other, I was like, hey, what you think about joining me on the podcast? And she brings a different aspect. We have a lot in common, and like being married for about the same amount of time, close to the same age, having kids. But she gives me a different perspective that some of my listeners may need. So I'm all about perception and intention. So she's helping me, I'm helping her, and hopefully we help a lot of people throughout this journey.
Absolutely. So Jessica Rabbit, you being addition to the Soul Healer podcast, how do you feel now coming into what Reka already created, and you bringing your different perspective to the audience?
I feel like it flows. It's just like I've been there the whole time, and we mesh really well. It's just like having a conversation when it's just her and I. We're just having a two girlfriends conversation. I give my point of view, she gives her point of view, and we see how they're similar in different things. And, you know, they might be a little bit different, but it comes all together, and I really enjoy it.
Yes. Okay. Now, so when did you guys? What days you guys actually release your episodes? What platforms do you guys release on?
So each episode drops on Friday around 5:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My platform is Anchor. However, we're on Spotify, Google Music, Pocket Cast, all platforms right now, with the exception of Apple. And Jessica Rabbit is going to assist with that because I'm an Android user. So she's going to help with that part.
Yes. Come to the Apple world. Yes.
That's it. I'm trying to get it there.
Yeah. So you guys are on Pandora and iHeartRadio as well?
iHeartRadio, not Pandora. I didn't. Oh, thank you for telling me that.
Of course. I had to throw it out there.
Getting me straight, but not. I'm going to look into Pandora to get on there. But we just recorded our first video episode. Because at first we were just using audio, and I was like, let's try out this video aspect of it. And I just finished doing the editing for Jessica to take a look at before it drops on Friday. It's talking about women's health. So we started with the episode called What to Expect When, because you've heard of the book, like What to Expect When You're Expecting, after the baby. So we talked about what to expect when parenting, like preteens and teenagers. And then we had a discussion on women's health where a friend of mine named Princess joined us to talk about her journey with breast cancer. So we talked about different health issues we may have encountered and how we relate to visiting the doctor and not visiting the doctor, and, you know. So, yeah, we had a wide variety of topics.
Absolutely. So what basically, in a couple of words, would you give to the PTWTT family when it comes to your guys' platform? In regards to just, you say you talk about women, different astrology, all the different things. So what just one thing that comes to your mind that you will say, hey, let me shoot this to the PTWTT family for some type of advice just to give them?
Okay. In reference to the podcast?
Yes. That would actually make them say, you know what, I got to check this out. Definitely.
And you said 3 words?
No, I was going to say 3 words, but, you know, 2 words, give it to me. Doesn't matter.
Just check this shit out. Like,
that part.
check that shit out. That's my girl right there. Like, yeah.
Man, y'all heard her. Check this shit out. But I definitely believe that everyone should definitely check it out, because when it comes to podcasting, there's different attributes of the categories of this love, sex, relationship, life. We're talking about parenthood, womanhood, just talking about, you know, the process before becoming a mom, in the process of being a mom, and then after birth and stuff like that. So listen, you guys definitely go check them out. And where can they find you guys on all the social medias, where they can find you guys at?
Well, right now we have our own individual social media. So most of my social media on my website is Reka Davis. So on Facebook, Instagram. On TikTok, it's Reka Davis, ITSREKADAVIS. As far as the podcast, Soul Healer Podcast, you can search for Soul Healer Podcast or my name, Reka Davis, on those platforms, and things will come up. And then you're over here.
On TikTok, it's BabyLove83. On Twitter, I am Kitty's Baby. And then on Snapchat, I think I'm Kitty's Baby too, or either Jessica Rabbit. But I'm trying to change everything into Jessica Rabbit.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try to have that. So that's only on Twitter and
Unicorn, unicorn,
everything. Yeah. Try to do that.
Absolutely. And you guys say the new episode will drop this Friday.
Yes.
So you guys make sure you definitely go check them out. So what are the parting T words you would give to the PTWTT family in regards to the topic that we spoke about tonight, the sex you deserve?
You control the sex you deserve. Don't let that man think he's in control. You know,
Right.
you know what makes you come and what doesn't. And if he ain't doing it right, you let him know.
And you heard that from Jessica Rabbit, the real life Jessica Rabbit. The black Jessica Rabbit.
Yes.
And what parting T would you give to the PTWTT family?
I would say stay lit, keep it freaky, communicate, and let the juices flow.
Come on, y'all. You know man, I love that. Y'all better, listen, I didn't hear that. Y'all better be winding shit back. Y'all better hear her say that. Listen, for the people on the balcony with the cheek stick. Yes, absolutely. So you guys, make sure you go check out these amazing, beautiful queens, the Soul Healer Podcast on all podcast platforms. Make sure you go check out these social media platforms. Follow them, like, subscribe, share, reshare, and just keep in alignment with them, because I'm definitely now a fan, a listener, a viewer, because now they got a visual, because I'm a visual person. I like to look at the podcast, not just listen to the podcast. So I definitely will be tuning into their YouTube page and channel, and just make sure you go subscribe to their channel. Listen, ladies, it's been amazing having you guys up here and just talking all the pillow talk with all the tea and sipping it at the same time while we were spilling it. So I definitely appreciate you guys so much. And listen, you guys already know where to find me on all major podcast platforms and social media across the board. Is Pillow Talk with the Tea. And if you can't find it, just Google it. You already know. So I appreciate you guys for coming through with another amazing, hot, and great Pillow Talk with the Tea conversation. Candid and unguarded with no motherfucking words of lost. And we're talking about that big ass pink elephant in the room, and we're no longer sweeping it under the rug, because as I always say, please be the light to someone's shade and not the shade to someone's light. So you guys have an amazing night, and I appreciate you tuning into another episode of Pillow Talk with the Tea.